Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Block Bull bringing you the latest crypto news and charts. So today we will be taking a look at the markets in general, but first and foremost, I believe we are literally in the final 26 days for accumulation and filling your bags, regardless of which crypto you're in, whether it be XRP, XDC, Algorand, HBAR, Quant, Scala. I do not care. We are all going to make it if you are in to the crypto space. Now, first and foremost, I want to bring up this analogy now. So I've just come across this in my Twitter feed now. So this 16-year-old kid has ran 100 meters in 10.2 seconds. That is unbelievable. And this is what it's like trying to fill your bags now as the bull market is about to commence. Now, check this out, guys. Wow. Unbelievable. The guy's 16 years old and he's absolutely smashed it, absolutely ran away with it. 10.2 seconds. My goodness. Anyway, guys, this is what we're all running and chasing for now. We're literally rushing to the door now to fill our bags before the interest rates are slashed for the US dollar. And that means this is going to be positive news for crypto in general. So we got 26 days now before the next Fed meeting to discuss those interest rates. Now, taking a look at CoinMarketCap, we'll take a look at the watch list. Now, on the 7 days, we'll quickly go over this now. I'll literally spend 10 seconds on it. Gala up 23%, Algorand 17%, DAG up 10%, Quant 10%, so we're doing really well. On the day, Gala's doing really well as well. I did tweet Gala as well. I do hold a decent bag of Gala because I like the fact it moves in vertical lines. And across the board, we're doing really well. Hedera, Hashgraph, Algorand, Fleur doing okay. XDC, XRP around break even. However, XRP is at 60 cent now. This is the log chart. I'm just going to move myself back over there where I feel comfortable and I can obviously illustrate these charts a little bit better for you guys. Now, what I would say is these are the log charts. Now, predominantly on this channel, I tend to show the linear charts because that's really predominantly what retail traders tend to go off. Now, this is the log chart which institutional hedge funds, etc., tend to use because it's a more macro sort of broader view of the markets. Now, I've literally been tinkering with this to make it as accurate as possible to capture these weekly candles here, where I believe we had that fake out, where the fake out actually set the not the all-time high, but the 2021 cycle high. We got there in the end, and then we got this double sort of retest there before capitulation, and we rolled over into the bear market. Now, recently, in the beginning of July, we did have this fake out here with this red candle as we zoom in, and we got a strong bounce back for XRP as well, so that would put us back in the wedge on the log chart. Now, if I took you back to the linear chart, we will see, I look like Donald Trump here, what the hell? Ranting on about how XRP is back in the wedge. XRP is back in the wedge as far as the log chart goes. Okay. Now, what we'll be looking to do over this next couple of days, or certainly over the next week or two, before Ripple pays off this $125 million fine, we want to start retesting the top of this wedge, don't we? Now, if you follow my cursor straight across, directly across the screen, you can see, if you can see there, it's coming up at 67 cent. So 67 cent is massive resistance now for XRP. So even if you don't know much about technical analysis, or you don't really follow the news, what you want to be looking for when you're scrolling through your portfolio, when you're refreshing it, whether you've saved your portfolio on Delta, CoinMarketCap, I don't know where you save your trackers, but when you're refreshing the XRP price, keep an eye out on 67 cent. 67 cent is pivotal in my opinion. 67, 68 cent here, as you can see on the screen. If we start breaching 68 cent, say we start getting into the 70s, then there's something to be excited about, because whether or not we get like a short breakout, a short, impulse, and then we come back down to retest. So there's not, just because I've got the breakout here on the blueprint as being 33 weeks after the Bitcoin halving doesn't mean we can't break out sooner, because then I would expect the retest, and then when I say breakout, that is when we actually get going. So this will be the first impulse. That's when the number one of 3 impulses would start. So this is where we are now, guys. It's very, very exciting times now for XRP. This is the home straight, and I do believe even if we don't get that breakout and we just pinball, even after these interest rate cuts which are coming in September, we will be breaking out in December, January time. Okay, and then this is where we are going to collect the bags here. So we've got this sort of markup here. Now, how funny would that be if we do break out on the first impulse, we get up here around 589. Could you imagine that? XRP goes to $5.89 before a rollover and a retracement down to about $3. Again, as always, do not account for wicks, so we could go lower, where we could even retest this sort of region. So we're definitely going to retest once we do burst out with the first impulse. We definitely will be retesting around this weekly high, which is set about $2.74 on this chart. And then we could also challenge these 3 peaks as well once we get out of the woods. So this is first peak, second peak, third peak. So I'd expect XRP to actually retrace down here to anywhere between like $1.60 to $1.20. So potentially I could be trading this. I will hold a long-term bag for the end goal when I will be taking profits on my first target here. I'll be taking profits around $27, $28 whilst the market plays around throughout the summer. Then I'll try and catch that last leg of XRP, where we could be targeting as high as around that $200 mark. Now, this third impulse is not guaranteed. These are just fractals. Obviously, $200 is not guaranteed, which is why, not financial advice, I would strongly recommend taking a large proportion of your bags here. Because 1, you're securing the bag. 2, you've also got the opportunity to re-enter the market here. Say around $12, $12, $13, you can re-enter the market. Now, if the market does present $12, $13 after we do reach the top of the second Fibonacci, the first Fibonacci will be $13, but arguably, TA analysts argue that we did miss, because we didn't exceed the 2021 cycle. Well, the 2021 cycle didn't exceed the 2017-18 cycle to set on a new all-time high. So XRP technically in 2021 cycle should have been around $13, and that's my opinion. That's where the Fibonacci's were plotting, etc., etc. So $13 should have been achieved. XRP got done dirty. Obviously, was tied up in litigation. However, we have got some massive gains to be had now. Like I said, the chase is on now. We are literally on the home straight before the bull market gets going. Now, whether or not you want to use some of these other cryptos to kind of maximize your bag in the interim, for example, like Velo, Gala, I do believe Velo and Gala especially, potentially DAG as well, could potentially get going before the end of the year. So it might make sense to roll some of your, or rotate some of your sort of capital, some of your portfolio into those types of cryptos, because they will be running up. Now, you can see on CoinMarketCap now, if I just go back to the mainstay, and you can see on the 7 days how some of these sort of cryptos are running up already. So it might make sense to actually rotate some of your bags into some of these other cryptos in the meantime. But certainly going into like November, December, when we expect XRP to take off, is have your capital in XRP around that sort of time. Now, it is a risk because of these interest rates coming in September. Now, I've held on to XDC and XRP. Now, I struggle getting it. I've never been into meme coins. I just can't sleep at night, even if I was. But they do have tremendous games. So if you are a risk taker, take more of a risk on some of these other punts. And like I say, Gala and what was the other one? There's another one, Gala and Velo. To me, they ain't punts because I know they are long-term sort of picks as well. So even though they're going to be doing really well in the long term, there's also potential for them particular coins to do really well in the interim. Then you can roll the profits back into XRP before we really shoot off to the moon. So there we have it, guys. Anyway, it's going to be short and sweet because it is Friday. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment, do what you got to do. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Blobble over and out.